Anybody watch a Blue Eyed Samurai?
No.
No.
I've not yet.
Is that Netflix?
It's Netflix. It's that good. It's John Wick as an anime samurai.
Well, shit.
Sorry, Gizmo was knocking on the door for some reason.
Well, let him in.
Right. Y'all done
He
a lot
gets
of good-
he
y'all
gets
done
the
really well
strong
in this
scratches. For such a little dog, he makes a lot of noise. A lot of noise, and he meows like a cat.
So cute.
Every morning, I let him out, and he goes, meow.
This little stretch and yaw.
You're a dog. Don't do that.
Embarrassing me.
Neighbor
Stop it. Maybe he was raised by cats.
That's what I was like.
Probably
Maybe he lived
cat.
with a bunch of cats before.
might have.
Who knows?
Sounds like a old kung fu movie, Raised by Cats.
Dude, I
Oh,
saw a video clip of a husky that was raised by cats, and it would jump up on the counter and lay down like a cat on the kitchen counter and stuff.
well, animals are dumb.
A fucking husky.
But no, I don't watch a lot of anime. I'm not Frakes.
Nerd.
I put that on as kind of a background while I'm getting ready in the morning, eating breakfast for work, and it's good. I'll leave it at that. Finished Doom Patrol. It's done.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I didn't know a show that started where a donkey farted a new universe into existence would almost make me come to real man tears at the end, but
Yeah, it was
it's fucking good.
it was
Is
so
that
good.
Season 4 or season 5?
Season 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah, it's
They just busted
real
it up
good.
into 2 parts.
It's that and Peacemaker, are the two best things I think DC's ever done.
No, you're right.
Peace.
I mean, they've done some other. Go ahead.
It
That and the
wasn't
original
Titans.
Batman.
Which original Batman?
Michael Keaton Batman.
Okay.
The Adam West.
Yeah, I was like,
I meant movie-wise. Movie-wise.
Batman. The old Adam West had a movie. That's where
Did
the
he?
shark repellent spray came from.
The Bat Shark repellent spray.
The bat shark.
That
repellent
makes them
Yeah.
explode.
And look, that's
That's
good
the
stuff
bat
too.
cop.
And some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Bomb, yeah.
That's what's cool about Batman. You got all ends of the spectrum. You got ridiculous and super serious.
Yeah.
Everything in between.
Bat nipples,
I
ridiculous.
like James Gunn's attitude on superhero movies, like, and canonicity. Like, who cares?
yeah.
Like, can't you just enjoy a good story?
And the one with that, you say continuity, but how many times have they restarted their own universe and changed, tweaked, or somehow altered a basic thing that would be considered canon?
I mean, all of them
Why
do that.
Can a movie do it too?
You know,
Yeah,
all
but
of
It's
them.
just a different Earth. It's Earth 216 versus Earth 257.
That's
Boom.
Marvel. Don't get it twisted. That's not DC.
DC started that shit way
No,
early.
DC,
DC
started
does.
the Earth 2 was DC 100% with Owlman and Superwoman and Ultra Guy. and
Was
Zipper.
shut up. Was
More examples, please.
Oh my god, we just got 50 more subscribers.
keep giving me.
I don't know. We can get like comic book lore into the title. You
Well,
can
no,
probably-
when he said Earth 2, it reminded me that Jason Goes to Space ended with him on Earth 2. Is Jason X a DC product?
yeah, no,
No, that's too bad.
But they
Toxic
could cross
Avenger
over.
was, wasn't he?
he is in Mortal Kombat though, so
So is Superman.
And Omni Man.
weird.
Omni-Man's so cool. Has anybody watched season 2 of Invincible?
Not yet. No.
I don't-
Like
No,
two
yeah.
episodes in. It's good so far.
Cool. I'm gonna watch it soon. I'm excited.
Speaking of season 2 of things, I've heard, I haven't watched any of it yet, but I've heard Wheel of Time season 2. It's like they got rid of the writers and they brought in actual writers.
Yeah, I think we told you that months ago.
No, it was my buddy Phil. Y'all might have also told me, but
Fuck Phil. We told you that.
And if you won't fuck Phil, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he might
Comment
be your
below.
type, actually.
That's a good T-shirt. You don't know my type, Freaks.
I'm just saying him.
You might be though.
Yeah, he might be.
He might be.
That's why I said
Bring him around.
might.
Bring him around.
We got a guest spot.
No,
I do.
season 2 of Wheel of Time was a lot better than the first season, and I didn't hate the first season.
No, I didn't. I
I
didn't
liked
love
it.
Thanks, Matt.
There were some parts of it that looked kind of cheap, but
Yeah, we went on a I think on Raiders of the Lark, we went on a big tirade about C.W. Rand.
yeah.
Old Canadian white.
Pretty.
Yeah,
Pretty.
he's pretty Rand.
He's too pretty.
Yeah, they did a lot of like the camera work in that first season was very like basic cable.
Flat. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
let's just we don't have a good set for you, so we're just gonna be really close on your face.
Make sure the faces are pretty though.
Yeah, need them CW faces if we're gonna make this work.
I did thought they did. I don't know. I've only watched the first season, so I don't know if they changed it. But I really
Second
thought
season's
that-
good. Only thing I didn't
I
like
thought
about
the
the
good
second
makeup
season,
work on the Trollocs. I like that.
there's no Trollocs in the second season.
You're
Wow.
a Trolloc.
Yeah, and the Trollocs were one of my favorite. Like
The Trollocs
Practical.
were dope.
they looked really cool. You don't see them in the second. There's cool shit in the second season.
I
That was my only
hated,
takeaway from it, though.
fucking hated the OG Uri. Hated Loyal because they very clearly described him in the book. All you had to do was read the description and add some animatronic ears. That's it. You fucking assholes.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. Mm. I didn't read the book. It's too much work.
It was.
There's a couple of them. There's a couple
Yeah,
of them.
a couple of them, a few tops.
I hear it has a couple of volumes in it.
Yeah.
There's a.
But they did describe Rand as pretty in the books. So
Oh, did they?
yeah, he was
Yeah.
a pretty boy.
Thought
You're
that
a
was
pretty
Coffin.
boy.
Pretty farm boy.
Coffin was the pretty boy.
When
Yeah,
you're
he-
reading the Wheel of Time, do they say he's pretty like a character from a CW show? Is that
they
in the
they
description?
intimated that. They
Yeah.
didn't say it straight out because
I mean,
CW
you know-
didn't exist when they wrote that.
Robert Jordan was pretty hot. It's basically a self-insert.
Did you read the acknowledgments at the end of those books? Did it say anywhere the acknowledgments maybe a Dean Winchester but younger and cleaner shave type?
Actually, yes. When they did the character breakdown, he did say that he based Rand off of what he thought a younger Dean Winchester would look like.
Like a sexy TV Archie. You know?
Oh.
Yes.
Look
Nailed
out,
it.
Spank Bank! Here I
Nailed
come. Sexy Archie gets me every time. It used to, and then me and Mahogany watched the Mind Flayer fuck a barbarian. So
You can't ever go back now.
can't go back.
It's evolved.
Yeah, it's
Can't go back.
Welcome
It's
to the
awakened.
path of
What is the penis?
degeneracy, my friend.
I am awakened.
Or is that how the Mind Flayer works? Is there one of those?
Yo, she grabs his tentacles and makes out with them and strokes them like they're a big veiny
Oh,
appendage.
decorated with veins.
Yeah.
Well, that's tentacular.
Fantastic.
Roll initiative.
All right.
You're not the boss of
Oh,
me.
I
yeah.
think we need to. I feel like we've been
Okay.
doing that. I just-
When we last left off,
Cliffhanger last week.
left off, the crew had set up not an ambush, a mollywop,
Bushwhack.
a bushwhack for the other ogre and the cart coming with a load full excuse me, of rat folks. And somewhat successful. You got your surprise round off. You weren't lethal enough to kill the ogre. Surprise round's over. We're going to first round initiative. Dr. Pox, what you got?
14.
Ladros.
20.
Amun.
Motherfucking 8.
All right.
Put the
Hitherto.
motherfucking. Put it.
Hitherto.
Hitherto.
Terrence.
Defrozen.
18.
Oh.
18.
Somebody's watching tentacle porn.
You can see the reflection in your glasses.
Yeah. Sonder.
It's so sad.
17.
Nim.
54.
4.
Yeah, it was a 4.
Swifty-5.
And let's see what old ogre gets.
A 1, right? A 1.
Nope. He did beat 2 of y'all.
Oh, that's me and Matt.
Yes, it is. Vladros,
You're so
you are
quick.
base to base with this creature.
Excellent.
Smashing.
Okay,
Smashing.
so
He's in the goo.
I'm going to rage, and we decided that
It's a
rage
free- it's a free
is a
action.
free,
Yeah.
and quick draw is a swift.
Yeah.
Okay, then I can do my full hasted attack. Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. First attack, yeah. 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
Excellent. Natural 15, which does not threaten a crit, but that's a 34.
That'll hit.
Another natural 15 for 29, so that's 3 hits so far. And then 21.
Miss.
Okay. This thing is evil, yes?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Does your weapon bypass any sorts of DR?
It is holy. Let me see. It's adamantine.
There it is.
Okay.
It was made by the Swiss. Because it's holy.
Oh, was that a cheese joke? Did you
Yeah.
just make a cheese joke? My character's cheesy.
Yeah.
enough.
Hey, we can add that to the hashtags. All those cheese lovers on YouTube.
Don't forget to add it in French too. You know, we need to build our French audience. So fromage, hashtag fromage.
Fais-moi la bouche, Gremia.
Okay, so that's
What's that about Grandma's bush?
Shut your mouth, Grandma. Fais-moi la bouche, Gremia.
Oh,
It's French.
I heard some of that.
Tu vous es une biblioteca.
I know that from Community.
How much damage did you do for Riggs?
105.
Describe your
100
kill.
Okay. So,
Actually, through your roll for some strange reason.
He had 75 hit points left.
I do a minimum of 75
The
with
fuck?
3 hits. With 3 hits.
I barely did 11.
Why are we even on this mission? We just send you.
You barely did 1. He
For
had
real.
DR 10 adamantine.
Awesome. So that worked out great.
No.
I'm glad I made this sword. Anyway, so as I jumped off and was like, fuck, whipped out the sword and just started hack slashing at his knees. And when he dropped to his knees, I decapitated him.
Now give me a reflex save.
Yes.
Well,
My adequate save. For a 2 plus 14, that gives me a 16. I have a asterisk. This makes it 20 versus traps.
Luckily, I rolled garbage. You only take 8 damage as a zombie corpse comes out of the ground and grabs a hold of your foot and rakes at you.
Okay.
it's a little light zombie. That's all.
I don't think I seriously doubt a 18 is going to beat your CMD.
Correct.
Okay, so it's not able to grapple you.
Then I'll kick it in the face and, well, I've used my whole turn.
Yeah.
But,
No, go ahead. Go
if
ahead.
we're still in combat.
We're still
then
going to stay in rounds because you're inside a trap.
fair enough.
Saw hitherto.
Oh, there's a zombie at his feet.
Well, yes, you're in the basically big lake of trap.
Right. So blasting the zombie really won't matter.
It might.
No, I'll blast the zombie then. I might not have gotten the zombie. 18.
That'll hit.
All right. Oh God, why'd I put my dice up? I wanted to go to bed. That's why.
Happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Thanks for sticking around.
21 damage.
Yeah, so Vladros, a blast comes from over your shoulder into the ground in front of you, blasting the zombie's head off.
Watch
you
your
can
toes.
still, you can still see that there's a lot of wiggling movement around you. So as long as you don't have any reason to stay in the mud, we can forego the remainder of staying initiative and say that you climb out or...
Yes, I'll climb off of the corpse of the ogre and jump back into the cart with our mindless ogre.
There's a cart full of terrified, tired rat folk in the other cart.
All right, see ya.
Now stranded in the middle of the
No, you said we're not that far down the road anyway. We'll just take them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Back
gonna
up
say,
and out.
let's transfer ogres and do a quick lap.
Sure, fine. You guys wait here. I'll ogre them back.
I'll go with him just to let them have rat folk explain to him what's going on. We're getting them out of here tonight.
Well, I mean, that's
I'm
optional.
sure that alone will help it calm them enough.
Yeah. You know, we left the last episode, and I didn't realize how little you gave a shit that your parents were discovered at that.
It's Kevin.
Mom, Dad, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop on this cart and go away now.
Well,
No,
I
no.
don't remember them.
No, the
It's-
army will save you. They're coming. You'll be fine. God,
All right.
calm down.
All right, keep your secrets.
Yeah, I told you, I'm not the worst role.
No,
player.
this one is, I don't remember them. Like, I have a faint, the start of it building up, and I'm
I don't
sure
think you.
while on this mission, more will crack through the fog of amnesia. But right now, someone says, "Oh, this is my son." I don't know anything about this woman, but the area is starting to seem familiar.
You know, you're right not to trust your parents. I killed my father when I was scant 300 years old. He had it coming.
Also, nobody
Just
knows
leave
that
him
you're
out here in
thinking
this
that
field or something somewhere.
if you don't say that.
Well, Kevin's one of those you just have to bring up, like, hey, man, most people have an emotion here. What do you want to pretend to have? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You don't murder people. You feel guilt, right, Kevin? You feel things.
I do.
That marriage wasn't just a cover, right?
It's the best way to blend in as a serial killer.
It really is the best.
Get
way to
married,
hide
have
something
some
bad.
kids.
Kevin's like the dollar store Dexter.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay,
Well,
fine. Dollar General.
Or the Family Dollar Dexter.
Yeah, there's a Dollar
Dollar
General
Tree.
everywhere.
Fuck Dollar General.
I'll say though that when Pox just kind of was like, "Okay, cool, you're my parents. The army will save you." Vladros is he's a little sad because he wishes he could see his parents.
Yeah, but you won't.
Never.
They're dead, right?
No, they're alive. I just can't go back.
Well, why not?
Think.
I think saving the world might grant you a pass back home.
But who's gonna know we saved the world? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh no, I intend to tell everyone.
Yeah, but who's gonna believe you, fucking weird monster man? That's why you're coming to live with me in Sands.
Incorrect.
Oh, please put him in one of those temple tombs.
I often, in my daily life, will say, "Hey, you're welcome. I saved
I'm only-
the world 3 days ago."
I'm only saving this world so I can conquer it myself. Let's not beat around.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to say this, but we need to swap you out with the real
He's so funny.
I just got it.
Cat.
Dr. Pox.
Before you rat
Pinky,
attack, we need to put
and then-
hitherto
Hitherto is
into that.
the version.
Just one of y'all, please.
Yeah, you and Kevin have been just stepping on each other's dicks all night.
That's
Like,
definitely your
Matt,
day.
you hear Kevin talking, but you just start anyway. Normally, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
This time, it's totally your fault, Matt. It's not Kevin. Granted, Kevin does give you a long list of examples. And you think you can just jump in. You can't. You gotta wait. Trains don't stop on a dime. They go a few blocks.
Those pregnant pauses, they're not there for you to jump in. They're for him to catch his breath.
Anyway.
And zipper.
Please. Okay.
Hey, okay, so we ogre back the rat folk and wait patiently in this bog of death.
Ooh, good band name.
I'm sitting in the other cart. I don't know what y'all doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit with.
Yeah, hitherto and Dorian, or hitherto who used to be Dorian, and Dr. Pox, undead ogre the cart of rat folk back.
You ever wonder why we're here?
Hmm?
Do the zombies react to us being in the wagon?
No.
In the bog?
Can I do an arcane spell check on the wagon to figure out what type of spells keeping them from doing that?
Yeah, you could try.
I'm guessing it's nothing. I say in the distance, it's probably just because it's an object and not a living creature. They can smell living things,
The
you know.
ogres have that too, though. The ogre has
No,
something
but
on
they're
it that's keeping
undead
them-
ogres, so they smell undead.
I don't know that they were undead before we killed
All
them.
right,
They were.
Okay.
here's the test. New, you've got that helmet that turns you undead, right?
No, that was an ability I lost when I changed gods.
Oh. I was like, that would be the ultimate test for it.
No,
Wait.
that would be a good test for it. The ultimate test is killing one of us.
So it only, if we don't
Aren't
think
you
it,
already dead or something already?
so if we don't think it affects objects, Sonder, jump in real quick. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Bad jokes.
I actually have a thought. If they are not reacting to the ogres, like, because they are undead, what if we just splash around a little bit in the ogre and get some of that on us? Maybe we'll have just smooth sailing straight through. Does anyone have any knowledges that they can roll to
Does
keep
this
me from
35,
splashing around?
35 spellcraft check on it. Tell me anything about the
The,
cart
the,
or the
the,
ogre.
the cart is the cart's not magical.
Okay,
It's
what about
some-
the ogre?
The ogre has the same magic items the last ogre had.
Refresh our memories.
No.
All right, meanwhile, back at the rat village, and when we return, we're going to find Vladros with, I don't know, ogre ears strapped to his feet, tromping around in the mud like an idiot.
Like snowshoes.
Yeah,
Amulet of
instead of bulk hands, they're ogre shoes.
Amulet of Natural Armor +1, Belt of Mighty Constitution +2, Boots of Speed, Cloak of Resistance, Headband of Alluring Charisma, Ring of Protection +1. A +3 falchion and +3 full plate.
Falchion, that's large size?
Yeah.
Poop.
Is it a what? A +2 full plate?
+3 full plate.
Ooh, I already have a belt of dexterity, or I take that belt of con.
I'm gonna take the belt of con if nobody else wants it.
Go for it.
I don't have a belt, and I could use some hit points as always.
So I'm reminded of the movie Tremors, where you guys are looting this ogre by not touching the ground around it.
I have a staff,
Mhm.
like magical powers,
Exactly.
We're all magic, yeah.
and the belt magically fits my little elven elderly frame.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sit in.
They resize. But seriously, is there anyone who can, like, what would you roll? What knowledge would tell you whether or not you can
Alright.
wear an undead's musk?
Can we just do an intelligence check to determine that they just basically attack the living?
Yeah.
All right, so I got a 22 intelligence check.
Yeah, where they don't seem to be attacking off sight or sound, just feel. And it's obvious that whatever steps in the muck radiates a life force. That's what wakes them up. So if you were undead walking through there, you wouldn't sense it. But if you were living, even if you're covered in mud or whatever, they would probably still attack you.
What about ogre stilts?
Wants to be
I'm
sword
just kidding.
carrier and predator one.
I mean, we have an ogre that's gonna like carry us in this cart all the way where we need to go, so we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
At
then-
any rate,
Solve
we
this
drop
problem.
the things off. I unhook the ogre, and I guess we're gonna have to ride the ogre back. Well, Pox says I'll just fly.
I mean, we still have
Take
the
the cart. Take the empty cart.
We'll
Why?
just jump over.
clay, right? That we
The ogre
can
and the cart have to
fashion
get
into
back.
something if we
Yeah.
needed to.
Y'all still have the mounts that it takes levels away from you. It gives you negative
Yeah.
levels to form them.
Now we'll walk.
But you do still have them.
Mm.
Yeah, everybody except for I don't think Dr. Pox was a part of that, right?
Yeah, that
But he can fly.
Razbad
Yeah.
had the clay.
That's right. So you have options.
Fuck yeah! I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I just have 95
But
hit points
yeah.
now, so I'm happy about that.
Let's do the ogre thing.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Yeah, the ogre card.
So we're all back on the cart with the ogre heading towards the tower.
The ogre drawn
Yes.
cart.
Super ogre cart.
A
All right,
shoot
everyone.
a blue shell.
It's gonna be easier for some of us than others, but I need you all to look as wretched as you can as we approach. Try not to look alive very much.
I had a lot of practice with that.
Throw some banana peels out the bag just in case.
Nah, I got this blue spikety shell in the bag. Just
That's
So about
good.
an hour or
Nobody
so.
gets there before us.
It's about an hour or so passes, and at the end of that hour, you break out of the muck, and it becomes more of a back to your normal squishy, but a little bit more firm, swampy terrain. And in the distance, you can hear the sounds of labor, just bone on bone, like whacking. Things getting moved, kind of like a quarry. God damn it, Matt! Just stop.
What's he
Turn your-
doing?
Turn your camera off. Every word. What am I fucking funny to you?
I don't know.
Enjoy
Bone
this
on bone
comedic
was kind of.
show.
Bone on bone was
humorous.
my mistake, but you just don't laugh at
Been
everything.
whacking too. I don't know what am I supposed to do? I have an immature
it's
brain.
called docking, by the way.
Whacking, bone on bone.
Undead foreskin. Why I thought of that.
know
That was
why.
your fault.
That was totally my fault. And then I thought that'd be a cool band name.
Bone on bone.
Undead foreskin.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's not.
Opening for Ghost this weekend in Florida.
Ooh, I watched that.
You would.
Ghost is a great band to put on a show. Like their shows are great.
I forget who was it that said it. They're basically metal Scooby Doo music.
I said goth ABBA.
And then I saw a video where it was like Ghost, but it was the doors from the Scooby Doo where they're running from Ghost, and it's very appropriate. Just look it up. Pause this show and go watch Ghost to Scooby
This is
Doo.
a clip.
will
All right,
do.
hold on.
Clip.
Not you,
No.
dummy.
Not right now.
Not you. Anyway, please with that keyboard. It's- I didn't miss that at all.
It's mechanical.
It's mechanical and loud. I want people to know I type things.
This is yes, I'm a gamer.
At least he didn't take it to court.
So you hear in the distance the sounds of labor. You're no longer in the muck. You're more in the swamp. You're on like a ruddy trail. You're having to direct your ogre to follow this. Now you can see a path through the kind of thick tangle, and every once in a while, the trees, I say trees, it's just like dead branches and shit will part a little bit. You can see you're getting closer and closer to this tower. Another hour passes, and the clearing gives way. The stench of rot is always been a bit on the back burner of your brains throughout your whole trip here on the Undead Islands, but now it's a thickness to it. It's a taste in the air. Death indeed lives here.
Can we do a little healing on this journey? Is that possible?
No,
Yes,
not at
I
all.
have potions. How much healing do you need?
60.
All right, here's a critical. Level 4. Plus 13.
And that's 48.
48 plus 13.
Got it. Okay, that should be enough.
I also have, if we know that we've been told that the necromancer is on the top platform, correct?
I don't believe I've said necromancer, but sure.
Or they said the leader.
The undead lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 4 more potions of flight. So we can, if I gives that to, or that we should all be able to fly once we get here to the tower. We can all fly directly to the top. Right?
It's a possibility. The tower itself is going to be like 12 stories tall, with a large disc at the top. I'm sure that you still be able to fly fast enough to get to the top of that before time runs out. I'm not sure what level you're casting the spell at. But
13 minutes per a flight and 60 feet per round.
I could hit us with a haste too, if we needed it.
Well, a description of what you guys are walking into before you plan what to do would be nice, right?
I agree.
And maybe I could finish that. You'd be
All
okay
right,
with
just
that?
wanted to get that plan out.
I'm gonna
before
stop
I
and heal
forgot it.
again. So bone on bone action is happening. Just whacking.
Yeah.
But no, so the clearing opens up. There's the thick taste smell of death. And as the clearing opens up, you can see now a large field, a few hundred yards around this tower, littered with corpses and gore, and probably close to 30 or 40 rat folk busily like digging and pulling corpses out and taking them to large piles and dropping them on the piles, and then other rat folks walking up to grab the bodies, and they've got these belts with like just twine and needles, and they're like sewing the bodies loosely together and then hauling them up on their shoulders and beginning to walk up this tower. The staircase is on the outside of this tower, and it spirals all the way around up, and then another one crisscrosses down and comes down. So every once in a while, some rat folks will go up with bodies, and some rat folks come down with bodies. And it's just as you approach this field, a great, terrible, just your hair stands up on your arms, and there's a tingle in the back of your head, like maybe you're about to get a migraine, and there's a strange like sound, like a energy sucking in, and a bright greenish purple light emanates from the top of this disc, creating a shadow for those of you underneath the disc. But overhead, you can still see the light. And the other rat folks look up, and those who are outside the shadow where you are begin to hurriedly move underneath the shadow of the disc.
Yeah.
You guys make way as well. And it's not long before the bodies fall from the top of that disc like raindrops, splattering and crashing to the ground all around you. And just like clockwork, the rat folks hurriedly run out looking for the bodies that aren't standing and begin pulling them towards the shadow as other bodies brokenly get up and mindlessly begin to move their way out into the swamps and beyond.
This is fucked up.
A rather unorthodox way of making an undead army. I'm not sure what exactly he's harvesting off of this.
I think flying may be difficult to get up there if every so often a rainstorm of undead falls.
True, we should probably just take the stairs.
Or also, if we just fly up there, there could be any number of combatants inside that could come pouring out at us. Might want to take
Also,
stock of what's going on.
Anti-flying fields, anti-magic barriers. You know, there's all different types of things that might prevent us from just
All ideas I need to write down now.
going
Someone with
straight
just
to
a
the top.
bow and arrows.
No
There's
fly
also the potential
zone.
we could, get the jump on the big bad dude up there. So
How tall is this tower again?
Very.
12, 13 stories. Yeah.
So 130, 150 feet.
Yeah.
So we could be up there in 12 seconds.
Double that time.
Why?
Be up there in
You're
24
flying
seconds.
up.
I'm just saying
Because when
that,
you fly
yeah.
straight up.
Yeah, you're right.
A couple
So,
of grease spells on
30.
the top of the stairs would help mitigate anybody trying to get up. And
30 seconds we're on the roof. Obviously, the rat folk have time to work on the bodies. Not every
They're
30
just-
seconds they go running back undercover.
the corpses are just falling off, right? They're just walking to the edge and falling over, or they're like slung out like several feet from the tower.
It looks like they're falling so close that they're just walking off the edge and falling. And then,
So we could just,
a quarter of them get up and begin to move out, and the rest are pulled back and slowly hauled back up to the top by the rat folks.
Well,
I don't know. My vote's still for flying up there.
I have no strong opinion.
I don't like things falling up behind us.
Well, I mean,
Is
there's
there-
there's a army of. I mean, every few seconds there's a bunch of undead things that are able to walk and move that might be summoned to come up the stairs behind us.
Mm-hmm. Is there a doorway to the tower itself?
I mean, there has to be. They're taking those corpses up there somewhere.
Well,
No,
we
the
see
staircase
stairs
is-
on
The
outside.
staircase is on the outside. It's basically a long mountain. The staircase is on the outside of the tower.
Okay, so it's not.
So
a
it's not really a
tower
tower
inside.
so much as a spire.
Yeah, or a spire, yeah. And then at the top is a disc, like if you had a CD. It's a bony finger with a big disc at the top.
Tacky.
Yeah, that's a compact disc from back in the day when that's how we used to listen to music.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
This is from 2007.
There you go.
Anything good on it?
If it's from
Uh,
back in the day, it's probably the disc everybody had, Jagged Little Pill, which they got from the fucking record club.
Columbia House.
Columbia House.
Or
no,
BMG.
Was that a Alanis Morissette or King?
That's Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette, yeah.
You know, that was a CD
You
that
want-
Toker burned
No!
himself.
Yeah, it had all my old radio stuff on it, which I have now transferred to my computer and can't listen to because I'm horrible.
Gully
Well, let's make a decision
Hairbo.
quickly.
Alright, well then let's just fly up then. If there's shit always behind us.
Who has
Yeah.
problems flying?
I do.
I cannot
Got
fly.
potions for all of us, right?
I have enough potions, and through the magpie can rejuvenate my magic to make myself a potion.
There you go. Potion them away.
Hitherto, give me a will save.
Sure. Let's see. Roll a 12, and that gives me a. Oh, where's my will save? There you go. 25.
You feel a tug on your control over the undead ogre you've created.
No.
A strange tug, like an intervening magical power
I
trying
don't
to take
have-
over.
I don't hesitate. I turn around, snap my fingers, and say, deanimate.
It crumples to the ground. As your ogre crumples to the ground, Dr. Pox, your magpie returns. You send it off to let the armies know about the Ratfolk village. And they can send messages back to you with it, correct?
Yes.
Okay. The gist of the message from your army is that they've arrived at the bog. They're figuring out a way across it now. Unfortunately, they have been slowed. There's a lot of undead hitting their flanks. But so good news is they've arrived at the bog. They're attempting to rescue the rat folks. Bad news is their movement's going to be kind of slowed. They're taking attacks from both flanks. But still a good news situation maybe for y'all is that they're a big distracting force out on the island. And they've also been able to still secure a way back to the 3 ships that remain.
Are you going to send the message back real quick, or?
We can. While it's here, I recharge my spell so that I can create my own potion of lightning. And you had a message you want to send back.
Tell them to hold out there as long as you can. Rescue the villagers, and then if we're not back in a day, leave.
Very kind.
I
of you.
agree and send that message.
This isn't kindness. It's just practicality.
Yes, if we fail here, they have ships that they could carry undead on if they get taken. It is pragmatic to send them away.
Also, if they run out of food, they'll have all those rats to eat. Let's get going. I take to the air.
Before you take to the air,
All right.
elsewhere in the world of Mid, back in the city of Lith, in the Tower of Order, there's a staircase that goes up for the goodness of balance, and a staircase that goes down for the evil of balance. Coming down the stairs is a familiar task. And at his side, from episode 1, is Dog. They're eating an egg. Coming up the staircase from below is the Dark Lady. Task and the Dark Lady meet in the center of this tower and both nod with a bit of understanding. Meanwhile, in the city of Yarnum, the dwarven doors are still sealed. An army of undead there as well pound on the dwarven doors and have for weeks now. Just past the dwarven doors to the inside, we can see where repairs to cracks, and hasty barricades have been set up in case the dwarven doors give way. Set up is a multitude of people, ready for battle, but tired. The weight getting to them. Among them is Rito Bonefinger, Puppy, the dwarves that you met from the four houses, their rightful lords and rulers. And behind them, a little further, is the casket that holds the actual Cromwell. Not Ratatama, who was pretended to be Cromwell for all these years, but the actual Cromwell. And at the head of that casket is Lamansa, the Glade, the other half of the Dark Lady. She too senses a change in the winds. She can feel that Ratatama's attention might be waning, that something is off. Maybe the forces of evil that she's connected to that constantly haunt her finally started to turn away just a little. She draws a small glyph on the casket head and channels some power into it. And then all the way on the other side of this world, the Undead Islands, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 adventurers begin to make their way to the top of this tower to face what could be an undead god for all the power it's had. Whatever's holding all this power, who's been pulling the soul crystals that were harvested from Yharnam all those many years ago. They could be going up to face to change the course of this planet forever, or they could be going to their doom. She sends one last wish their way, and for you all, a small portal opens. It's a familiar portal, but inside of it, those of you who had seen it before, you don't see the glade anymore. You just see that open, peaceful, tranquil glade, just not the tree with the captured Lamansa in the middle. It's inviting, and there's a whisper. Rest. Save my children.
Going in.
Golden little nugget.
Into the glade.
We'll take a night's rest.
Without being told, you all understand that you could stay here for a while. You could stay here for as long as you want. You could stay here indefinitely, like the glade was. Lamansa was trapped here for so long. But you know that even though time might move slower on the inside of this pocket dimension, if you don't go back out there and do something, whatever power is being harnessed could spread from what's happening to Yharnam to the rest of the world. So you can get a night's rest, and you can level.
Ooh.
Level 14,
Wow.
baby.
Wow.
We have time to
That's gonna be-
retrain skills and feats? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you can stay forever if you want to.
Let's do that.
I kill beetles until I'm level 23.
God, there's so many beetles. Just keep coming and coming.
What you don't see is the top of this tower. And slight spoiler, at the top of it is a gargantuan undead titan who's harnessed so much power that he can create and demolish undead at will. Laying all around him at his feet are the soul crystals that came from Yharnam, from the mines that some of you know are actually the souls of the peaceful giants from Yharnam's past, who were supposed to be able to live in these crystals as kind of like their heaven or their Valhalla. And as the crystals around him, a lot of them are dunce. Some of them are still full of power. But this undead giant gargantuan titan will point at one of the crystals, and you can see the power. You can feel the screams of souls leaking from the crystal into him. And then hordes of bodies stand and just walk over the side and fall. And it giggles. And we'll see how that combat goes next time.
Oh,
Dang.
God.
Man.
Is that Rototamon? I mean, is it, or is this something else? Do we even know?
This is the protector of Ratatama's power.
Holy shit.
This
Okay.
is like the
A
source of
gargantuan
this.
creature. How
This
big
is
is that again?
Big.
Yeah.
Real big.
Times
And-
6.
In game terms, if he's gargantuan, he'll be let me look, 20 feet by 20 feet.
Polish stout.
Time to take 7 casts of Searing Light.
It's gonna be good. I don't think I've ever been level 14 in Pathfinder.
I don't
Yeah.
think
I definitely haven't.
It's exciting. And also
Y'all want to talk
scary.
about your levels real quick? Are we done? Did y'all level up?
Like what? You mean now?
I'm sure 13 to 14 is like what? A stat boost and
Probably not much.
Not
plus
even a
1 to 1
stat
attack.
boost.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even start complaining about leveling up. I'm excited.
Well, y'all have fun. Y'all have fun leveling up.
Yeah, I
and
get
we'll-
a level 7 spell.
Oh god, never mind. Y'all don't get a level.
I get
Don't
5d6
do it. Stop
of
talking.
healing.
Stop talking. He needs to be surprised next time.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.